Now let's talk about the latest fad in the health space, weight loss drugs, also known as skinny jabs. Two brands are ruling this market, Ozempic and Wegovy. The demand has exploded in the past 2 years. They have become big money spinners. Both jabs are made by the same company, that is Novo Nordisk, and they have elevated the economy of an entire country, their home country, Denmark. So obviously the world has taken notice, and many drug makers want it replicated, this success to be replicated, especially in India and China. They're coming up with homegrown versions of these jabs. First, let's talk about what's happening in China. It is about to become a battleground for weight loss drugs. Right now, this market is dominated by Ozempic. Last year, Ozempic sales doubled in China. Jabs worth $698 million were sold. So Ozempic is minting money, but its supremacy could soon be challenged, because the Chinese are developing at least 15 generic versions of this drug. 11 pharma companies are already conducting trials on their versions of the jab. These trials are in the final stage, which should not be surprising because the Chinese can copy anything. That's one thing they've aced, copying. Plus, they've got their timing right. I'll tell you how. In 2026, a patent is about to expire in China. The patent is on something called semaglutide, which is a medication. It's the key ingredient in weight loss drugs. It is used to make the Ozempic and Wegovy injections. Right now, semaglutide is patented, and the Danish company Novo Nordisk holds the patent. Semaglutide helps in reducing your appetite, so you don't feel hungry and you eat less. It also improves blood sugar control.
Semaglutide is associated, obviously, with a profound weight loss, a really good impact on glycemic control. And that is also important in patients suffering from obesity because, as I said, some of the patients have actually had pre-diabetes. We know that semaglutide works on blood pressure. It works on dyslipidemia. And then importantly, it also have a really profound impact on inflammation.
So semaglutide is an essential ingredient, and it's about to go patent-free in China. Only in China, because different patent laws apply in different countries. And this presents an opportunity for the Chinese drug makers. Once the patent expires, semaglutide won't be exclusive, so anyone can use it to make drugs. More importantly, anyone can use it to make skinny jabs. And this is a clear threat to Novo Nordisk. They've taken the matter to court. But these challenges will keep coming because Indian drug makers are also eyeing the very same market, at least 4 of them, Sun Pharma, Cipla, Dr. Reddy's and Lupin. They've all started work on their own weight loss jabs. These are among the biggest generic drug makers. So if they can make a successful jab, they may end up getting orders from across the world, which brings us to another question. Why does everyone want a slice of this market? Because the pie is very big. It's a very lucrative market. By the end of this decade, the weight loss market is projected to be worth over $100 billion. Today, Novo Nordisk commands the biggest share of the market. It's practically a monopoly. It controls the patents. So it sells the drugs at high prices. Look at the price in the United States. Ozempic costs around $1,000 a month. Wegovy, $1,350. $1,350. A generic version of this drug should be cheaper. It will also be more affordable for patients, and more patients can access it. A cheaper version is also very much possible. Experts say a drug like Ozempic can be made for as little as $5 a month. But there are risks too. Here in India, sellers have tried to smuggle these drugs. There have also been reports of counterfeiting. Ozempic is not officially available in the country, but there's an extraordinary demand for it. What do you think will happen when a generic version appears? The consumption is bound to shoot up, and if unregulated, it could also be dangerous. Look at the volume sold in the US. In the last 3 months of 2022, healthcare providers wrote some 9 million prescriptions in America. And this happened after the regulators allowed doctors to prescribe Ozempic for weight loss. Imagine what would happen in a country like India, where regulation is not the best and patients tend to buy drugs over the counter without proper prescription. So this market is certainly expanding. More players are sure to enter it at some point. And before these new jabs hit the market, regulators around the world need to work on their strategy.
Firstpost reports from the world's second largest continent. Hello, I'm Alison Lagrange. A very warm welcome from Durban, South Africa. We get you the news and the newsmakers from Africa. From elections to climate change to innovations and opportunities. As the world's attention shifts, we report from Africa, the heart of the global South. Join me every weekday live on Firstpost.